Include trips like this one. They've endured here a 7-hour trip to reach the Trud Stadium here to face Chernomorets, Russia's bottom-place team, who, despite their position, Benitez, the coach, says, demand respect here. As for Benitez's side, there's no Aymar, no Ayala, doubts over Salvador Balista. He's fit, but he doesn't start. Juan Sanchez, who picked up a muscle strain at the weekend's victory over Las Palmas, is fit to start, as is Kili Gonzalez. We begin, though, with a minute's silence. As they've been all over Europe, and indeed all over the world, perfectly observed. Chernomorets qualified for the UEFA Cup, finishing 6th in the league last year. This season, though, they've struggled after selling off the best players, of course, who made their names last year, including the national striker Denis Popov. The weather conditions are awful. The wind is really blowing to almost gale force inside here, and during the warm-up before the match, they were kicking the ball up in the air and it wasn't actually moving very far, so it's going to be interesting to see how it pans out here. That was Juan Sanchez. Offside. Well, no Hector Cúper. They weren't exactly crying tears when he left, which, considering all that he achieved, they found him boring, the players apparently said. Vicente, the other player, there's a lot of controversy surrounding at the moment as to the size of his buyout clause in his contract and should he be sold. He's on the bench tonight as well. Now, 9 here is Olianik. Olianik making space for himself, still on the ball. Olianik, the shot across the face of the goal by Mariov. And Canizares in the goal, just watches it go wide. This is a positive start by Chernomorets. As he said, 6th place in the league last season. Now, there's a chance if they can get it across to Juan Sanchez, who's going to go on his own. Juan Sanchez is here, surely in the net. No! What a miss from Juan Sanchez. And closing him down, Kiriukin. Rufetta losing out again to Olianik. They've broken play down once more again. Now on the overlap, and it could go through the middle here for Kili Gonzalez, and making his way into the 6-yard area there was Mister, and he failed to pick him up, and again the ball getting held up in the wind. In case you haven't guessed it, Valencia are playing into the wind tonight. Short corner again, too short there for Kili Gonzalez. Mister indeed making his debut here, signed from Tenerife in the summer. Olianik is going through the middle, picked off that time, but continues his run into the centre. He's covered at the moment by Djukic. This is Zioev. Canizares trying to get it going quickly. Well, there were some that thought that the wheels would fall off of the Valencia team in this coming season after Cúper left, but it's not proved to be the case so far. Third in Primera Liga at the moment, as the ball comes across again. It's hanging up in the air, waiting for somebody to attack it. Kili Gonzalez losing out again, and that shot from fully 35, 40 yards, and straight into the arms at the end of Garus. And what an enormous throw that was. Olianik has gone through the centre, is in an enormous amount of space. If Zioev can get it across to him, Zioev right around Djukic as if he wasn't there. And Djukic, at 35 years of age, is finding it difficult to cope with the speed of some of these counter-attacks. Thought his career was over, Djukic, or at least closing down after leaving Deportivo de La Coruña back in 1997, but he's been ever present for the last 4 years. Sanchez little touch. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. That's going to be a free kick. Rufeta, another of the close season signings from Malaga. Well, they started off this season in such incredible fashion with a marvellous performance against Real Madrid in defeating them by a goal to nil. Goals haven't been in plentiful supply, though. Adrian Illier on the bench tonight, along with Carew. Kenny Gonzalez standing over it. Sanchez is there as well. 5, 6, 7 got into the wall. Here it comes, driven right through, and that was only inches wide. Looked as if he got a final touch off Zioev there, but the referee didn't see it. And some strike that from Guru Torres. That's Mister. Oh, good save again from Guerus. Beginning to find some range now around the penalty area, Valencia. Really did get hold of it. Well, the crowd really have got behind this side here. There was not great expectation, but they've to hold them for 45 minutes so far, and they've had their own chances as well. Into the centre, out comes Canizares. Zolienic's run was blocked into the 6-yard area. Forward there by Rufeta. That's a great ball by Rufeta. And this is a chance for Mister. Again, he's gone really close. As he said, signed in the summer from Tenerife. Prolific in front of goal. He scored 9 goals last season and the year before. Former junior player for Real Madrid. Quickly taken. Carboni is 15, 2 waiting in the center, one of which is Rufeta. Drops to Sanchez. Sanchez, and oh dear, what a disaster. And Mister gets the final touch. And Guerus, who's been in fine form all evening, spills it right in front of Mister, who on his debut in Valencia colours gets his first goal as well. Sanchez, and right into the path of Mister. Zioev has gone there. Zioev, and it might fall for Olienek. And that was good covering defensive play from Pellegrino. There was a lot of work to be done there for Pellegrino, just his sheer bulk and size, enough to hold off his man. Well, there wasn't too much known about Chernomorets. Benitez said that they deserve respect for their performances, especially last year. That swung in right underneath it. Canizares did really well. Kiryukin, this is Mayrov. Just look how difficult this was. Hanging in the air, Canizares with a double fist, and that is the end to the game. The final whistle goes initially unheard, and Valencia win here by Mister's goal.